On this week's episode, friends don't let friends
miss out on the best of Good For You 2022.
Hello and welcome to
Good For You.
Good for you, man. Good for you. Good for you.
Good For You, a podcast about the things we ghosted, the purchases that haunt us, and best products, services, and industry happenings in the wellness, well-being, and spiritual space. We're going to give you a healthy little dose of fun. We're going to talk about the things that are happening in pop culture, the ones that got away, the things in our cart that are haunting us or ghosting us, our strong opinions
that are loosely held. We like to call this the Grext.
The group text.
The group text in your ear.
So come say hello. Join us in the audio Grext, where friends don't let friends
Get scammed.
What's up, ghouly ghouls? It is just Wallace on the mic for a moment because I was out on maternity leave and she is deeply missed by all of us, and she will be back in the new year with lots and lots of stories for the Good For You pod. And today we are doing a little roundup of our most downloaded and listened to episodes of the year, because it's always fun to go back through the archive and see what people just couldn't get enough of. So we have some of the best moments from our interview and episode with Lauren Haynes, where we're talking about all of her sexy unique scams, AG1, and her latest haunted cards. This was from the fall, but she's got some goodies in there, great recs. And then we follow up with Chelsea Naftelberg, who is still our resident skincare expert. And we're talking the real deal on SPF and what you should be focused on and looking for to up your skincare routine. And spoiler alert, it's very simple. It's not really about the products when it comes down to it, other than maybe a good SPF. Then we are talking about the rise and demise of the girl boss archetype and what is the glass cliff, and are female CEOs, especially in the VC world, set up to fail. We then go on to talk a little bit about book stylists and whether this is a sexy unique scam or not, and book talk in general and how book talk has affected the publishing industry. And then we also talk a little bit about some of the fall trend predictions that we were seeing in the summertime. And it's a very fun, relaxed episode that feels like just hanging out with friends, or that's how I felt when I was listening back to it. And maybe that's just because I would love to hang out with Lauren and Chelsea and Michelle and just gab with ghouls, you know? So I'm going to let you get into the episode. Hope you enjoy it. And I will be on the pod next week, before we take a little break, interviewing two female founders of a really, really cool company. Don't miss that episode. It's going to be a fun one before the holidays. And then we'll take a little 2-week break and be back at the top of the new year. And we just wanted to say thank you. Thank you so much for sticking with us and for hanging with us and supporting us through this fun experiment of a podcast that we launched this year. It's been so much fun to speak with all of our guests, meet some incredible founders and creators, and just muse on our insane ideas. So thanks for supporting us and allowing us to keep doing this. I'm not going to talk anymore because I'm not very funny alone. And we are doing a giveaway this week. So stick around to the end of the episode to hear what that is. Lauren, welcome to Good For You.
What a true honor to have you on the podcast, because you are a badass. You are an herbalist. You are hilarious. And you're also the founder and CEO and business runner of Wooden Spoon Herbs.
I'm so happy to be here. I love this pod.
We appreciate
We're
that.
still shocked people listen to it.
We really are.
I know the feeling, yeah.
We know that you have
Strong opinions, and we love that.
and we want to hear what's been just grinding your gears as of late.
About how many scams would you say that you come across in a day as someone who's in CPG and who's like, also kind of tapped into venture capital and like what's getting investment? Like, what would you say the average count is?
Oh, 34 daily. 34 daily. It's just really funny to me. Okay, when you talk about athletic greens is crazy to me.
Yeah, can you expose athletic greens, please? Because I feel beaten down at least.
It's everywhere now.
Once every 2 weeks, I consider purchasing it.
Do you?
Really?
But I never have. I hear it advertised that much that
Wow.
I feel worn down by it. By people who I'm like, they're also drinking that every day?
My only feedback is a couple of things.
My only feedback is this laundry list of things that I hate about it.
Hold on. I hear that it doesn't taste good. I haven't actually tried it, whatever. But I think what's funny to me is just like their list of like adaptogens, which like ask any, real herbalist and they'll be like, none of those are adaptogens. What are you talking about? So that is kind of the thing for me where it's just like, okay, it's fine to take all these things every day, but you're saying it's like a multivitamin and this is why. And it's just like kind of a hodgepodge of herbs. And also I saw this ad, this like billboard that they did that said, if we don't make it, you don't need it. And that offended me so hard. I was just like, that's just too far.
I saw a lot in New York. Like a lot of billboards
yes.
in New York or side of building.
I think it's cool. They're doing good. I honestly think that like, even though there's an oversaturation of like people trying to start brands in the wellness space, I do actually believe that anyone's entry point into like herbs and wellness is cool and like valid. So I think it's on the one hand a good thing because there's so much education needed to like take supplements and be into them that everyone doing the lift kind of is nice sometimes.
A rising tide floats all boats.
That's the one.
As they say.
That's a great POV. I respect that.
I like that. I do think that Athletic Greens has to come out with more SKUs because like everyone's just going to be drinking the green powder. That's it. Like, it's not interesting.
It just feels pricey, but...
You know what I prefer? I prefer 8 Greens. I think that is a much more beautiful brand.
I like 8 Greens
and
too.
Their formats are so nice. They have the effervescent and the gummies and the lollipop. Those are really cool.
Oh.
I agree with you. I think and it's female founded, I think.
Yeah, it's great.
Great brand.
Adds to cart. Okay.
8 Greens.
So I'm dying to know, what is in your haunted cart? What are the products, services, maybe just general philosophies that you've been thinking about a lot, but maybe you haven't, exactly pulled the trigger on?
Okay. What mostly haunts my cart, because I don't really shop for supplements and things like that, because I am just inundated with all of them all the time. And same for skincare, because people are very generous. I'm on like,
Love this.
like someone will send me a skincare product and it will last me a year. So that's not it. For me, it is like food and beverage. So I've been exploring like umami cart. Do you know about that?
What? This sounds
No.
very up my alley.
I'm about
Do
to
tell?
Google it right now.
Google it. So it's umamicart.com, I believe. And it's all like quote unquote Asian groceries that ship straight to your door. So it's like all the fruits you could ever want to try, all of the so it's like perishable goods and
too.
dry goods. And it's very cute. And so that is what I've been perusing lately. So pretty much just everything there, especially fruits and bubble goods. I love for just like shopping for like delicious things.
I love Bubble Goods. Also a very cool founder.
They have such a fun brand and like vibe and everything.
Umami cart. This is very up my alley.
Somehow they also have nugs, plant-based nuggets, which is really interesting to me.
Oh,
Very
fascinating.
Fascinating.
Little crossover.
100%. Like
Yeah, they must have the same investors.
Exactly. Like who does nugs know at Umami Cart?
Yeah.
So this is like a fun rabbit hole to dive into. And then I think like, I don't know, my haunted cart is like a lot of corduroy outfits for right now because it's September.
Yes.
So just preparing for wearing nothing but corduroy for a few months.
Well, if a Canadian tuxedo is denim on denim, what kind of tuxedo is corduroy on corduroy?
British, Scottish.
Oh, yeah, fair.
You know?
Ah, you're going out to the countryside.
Like Paddington Bear. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
With your wellies.
With your wellies and your corduroy.
I think I was just thinking that all the resale stores are now only buying for winter. And that had me thinking also, I was like, is this going to be a year where I wear corduroy? Because I never have.
Well, you're moving to New York, so yeah, I think
Yeah,
you're going
that's
to wear
true.
corduroy.
You know what I love though, for if you're living in cold weather, is the Girlfriend Collective puffer jackets.
Oh,
Are we familiar?
we're familiar with
I've never got
Girlfriend
one of
Collective, but I
theirs.
didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't know their puffer was such a strong get.
I can't even tell. No one can see me, but I'm flailing my arms wildly. Like, yes, absolutely. So I was an early adopter, if I may say, of Girlfriend
Me
Collective, but
Us
their
too.
sizing was crazy to me. Like, I'm like a 14, 16.
Yeah.
Their sizing was, I am still confused about their sizing.
It changes.
It just kind of hurt my feelings. And so I stopped ordering from them because I was like, you guys aren't making sense. You're lying to me. And I just stopped ordering for a long time. But then a friend of mine had the puffer and I was like wearing it at her house. And the puffer is incredible. It's one of the best ones I've ever worn. It can be very affordable if you get it on sale. They have 3 lengths. They have a crop, they have a mid, they have a unisex, and then they have the long puffer. I have the short and the long, and they are so snug and comfy. You have to get one.
Oh, I love this
Go ahead,
idea.
Lois.
Big fan. Big fan.
I've always wanted to don, because I'm pretty short, but I've always wanted to wear the like full length, like cuts off right at my ankles.
I have one and I should give you mine because I've had it since I lived in New York and it is worth it. You are like you're like New York lady when you're wearing that full puffer.
That's what I want. I don't
Yep.
want to be perceived.
Meanwhile, I'm like, how can I get the sluttiest puffer ever? I want to.
Yeah.
I feel like the Girlfriend Collective one is. If like the fabric feels, I feel like sexy. I'm like, this is the best puffer of all time. I also just got in the mail yesterday. I have not opened it. I thought it was a Lana cone, but someone told me it's a Lena cone, and I felt very dumb. Her flower print dress. I'm wearing her flower print pants right now, and then I just got the dress. These guys.
Oh,
So
cute.
cute. And so I got the long t-shirt dress. I'm obsessed with this flower print of hers. So I don't really have a lot of haunted carts because I'm an impulsive online shopper.
Well, haunted cart it's all of the above, right? You know, what's haunted you in the past, what's currently haunting you. We exercise our ghosts as much as possible.
Haunted cart.
We have a lovely special guest who we're going to be speaking to about the sexy unique scams in your SPF cart.
In all of your skincare. Chelsea Naftelberg is a certified esthetician and a good for you super fan. I think I can venture to say. So, Chelsea, you're here because you're our resident skincare expert.
That means the world to me. You guys both know that every time I hear my name mentioned on the podcast, my little ears go like ding, 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 ding.
We mentioned it a lot.
We do.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just kind of into all things skin. Like, I kind of land more on the sciencey, super simple ingredients, knowing what's in my products, no fragrance, lots of sunscreen. And then I get to a place now where I feel super confident not wearing makeup, which, Wallace, we talked about in person, that I actually feel
Best.
like very able to go outside without makeup on. I feel good in my own skin. I feel confident going into my wedding day, knowing that any makeup they put on me is going to be beautiful. And I really do credit it all to sunscreen.
Which is why we're here.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like that is skincare at its best, is that it helps you take the things that are the most you, like your features, your how you are naturally, and feel confident. But I think at its worst, skincare and skin talk and what it can devolve into is just more patriarchal beauty standards. And I think that
Obsession.
is a fine, yeah, totally. And it's like a fine line to walk for those of us who like want our skin to feel its best and look its best.
And I would also say a lot of what's going on with our skin actually has nothing to do with what we're putting on our skin. Like, you want to talk about a skincare scam, it's like nothing really works. Nothing really works the way that
remember
we think it's going to work.
When you told me that, you're like, products, you don't really need products, period.
Yeah.
Nothing works.
I feel like it's all hormonal, at
It's a
least
lot
right
of-
now.
It's a lot of hormones, and it's very easy for me to sit here and be like, my skincare routine is perfect, my skin is great, blah, blah, blah. But I could have like a random breakout next week because I'm getting my period and get 4 huge pimples on my skin. And I'll be like, nothing works. I need to throw away all of this. And I think
Yeah.
getting to know your skin better, what it gives you is the confidence of like, okay, if I just keep doing this, I know that my skin will get past this because whatever, I ate too much gluten, I ate too much sugar for my own body, that's expelling in other ways on my face. But like, the fact is, if you have a lot of acne, there's probably something else going on in your body, and products aren't going to do anything to help it.
Facts. Pure facts.
Fact. It's all a scam.
Absolutely suck ass, but facts.
Facts.
Yeah. But we're talking summer skincare, which means largely SPF. And We know that you have a lot of thoughts on SPF scams and what to look out for and what to actually spend your money on and avoid. We want to hear what your thoughts are on SPF.
I think when it comes to SPF scams, they're not as blatant as they would be in other industries because SPF is super regulated. You can't call something a sunscreen if it's not a sunscreen.
But I also feel like things have SPF factor, and then I'm like, why the fuck am I sunburned? Like,
oh yeah.
Like,
yeah, a lot of Supergoop does not work for me. A lot of their face, I guess because it doesn't have zinc.
I really like Supergoop products for body. And I do think that they work. But we were just texting about this the other day. The glow stick, the powder.
That's just a highlighter. The glow stick, I'm like, oh, amazing. This is just a highlighter.
Sun, hey, sun, come look at me. This part's shiny.
Right. It's like, bounce right off here. Yeah. But it's like, you're supposed to be wearing a teaspoon of sunscreen on your face and neck. If we then look at a glow stick and you think about scooping out that teaspoon and how much of that would need to be on your face to actually give you coverage, you're putting like maybe 5% of that on your face. So of course it's not working. And same with powder. Like you're not putting a teaspoon of powder on your face. You need to like glob that on.
Yeah, that'd be horrible.
Glob it on. So there are definitely products that I think the biggest scam comes from like the products that are trying not to be sunscreen. It's like the sunscreens for people who hate sunscreens are probably going to be the ones that don't work as well.
They don't work. So you can go on hating them.
Right. I will also say that my number one thing that I'll say about anything with SPF is the best SPF is the one that you're actually going to wear. Mm-hmm. So if that's the only thing that you'll wear and you're like, I hate sunscreen, I won't wear anything except Supergoop's glow stick. Okay, go off, wear it, but like wear a lot of it and maybe wear a hat also. Like don't rely on that solely for your sun protection.
Maybe
the OG sunscreen
outfit, you know, just like the whole, just put a head on top and a full bodysuit over it.
That's me. That's how I walk
actually. The thing that I do struggle with though is that now maybe having melasma, I have a lot of freckles. I genuinely do notice when I haven't had enough sun that I look ghostly and I'm like, oh, I need vitamin D. So I struggle with that. But I know you don't need it on your face.
Self-tanner, dude.
You got it. Yeah. Honestly, I don't use any self-tanner. You really have to just get into the Snow White phase of your life where you're like, I am my hottest, most gorgeous self when my skin is pale, pale, pale. And I'm sure that there is a good amount of race conversation to be had there. But as a white woman, I will say that what I've needed to do is get over the idea of tanning being what makes me look good and get more into being my palest self is the best that I can possibly look. And that's true no matter what your race is. Like sun protection is healthiest for your skin long term. So whatever that looks like on you, we all grew up in the 90s where it was like, get super tan, get as dark as possible. Your tan lines, like measure how tan you are. I put like orange glittery goop on my body and then like put a piece of tape on my hand to see how tan I was getting in the summer. I definitely went to tanning beds, all of those things. Yeah. And I had to readjust like what my best, healthiest skin looks like. Cause I think we all grew up with this idea of like, oh, I look healthier with like a little bit of a tan. And it's your skin is being damaged.
Okay. Fair. But I did get diagnosed once after moving to LA with vitamin D deficiency. And I was like, is this a joke?
I took 5,000 IU of vitamin D a day.
Okay. That's good.
I had a vitamin D deficiency when I first moved to Vermont because there's no sun here. And I've taken 5,000 IU of vitamin D a day for years and no more vitamin D deficiency.
There you go.
Embrace the Victorian look. That's what's happening.
Exactly.
Victorian ghost look. That's the vibe.
We're taking a quick pause to talk about Open, one of our sponsors.
Open is a mindfulness app built to transform your life. And boy, oh boy, can I just say, Open has made the last
8 months of my life a lot easier because I've been pregnant and definitely not going to yoga class, definitely not going to Pilates, definitely not going to any meditation classes just because I've been really sick for most of my pregnancy and then very swollen. Shrek feet, SpongeBob feet. It's just not a cute look. And being able to exercise from home at my own pace and my own timing on the Open app has been a godsend. And when I don't want to exercise, when I'm having a spiral panic attack about the fact that I'm bringing a human onto this planet in 2022, I can just turn on a meditation and bring myself back to center. It is chef's kiss amazing.
I use Open to fall asleep. I use Open to do mini breathwork sessions. And I also love their Pilates. They have the best music curation. They have really amazing guides. We can't say enough positive things about them. And you get to try them free for 30 days, which is an amazing deal because it's such a premium subscription. And it's just a beautiful experience through and through. So we will link your 30 days free in the show notes, or you can use code Holisticism at
open.com/Holisticism.
So don't miss out. Honestly, it couldn't hurt you to try even just one little meditation session. It's about to be a little crazy time of year. You might benefit when you're like, I'm sick of my family.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, 1 month of Open alone is less than the cost of a yoga class, a Pilates class, or a meditation class. So it's definitely worth it.
Or even like 2 matchas. If you go to a coffee shop, they're like $8.50 now.
Yeah, you can either get a matcha with CBD oil in it once, or you can open every single day of the month.
Every day. Honestly, go sign up
with open.com/Holisticism.
You know, I feel like we're seeing the fall of the female CEO.
You think that's what it is?
I don't know. It's just kind of, at least in the news cycle for the, last 2 years, we're not going to let them go quietly. They're going to get crushed.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you think that's what's happening? I don't get that feeling here. I don't think anyone's
here. I'm making a larger, we talk about the boy bus, double standard.
Yeah.
Maybe this is a large extrapolation, but to see Adam Newman get like the biggest check cut from Andreessen or whatever, that fucking guy.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to not look at, 10 other stories of female startups that have, for whatever reason, different, gone under and how they've been represented in the news. Like, it fucking hurts. We can't have it.
Yeah. It makes me wonder too, a couple things, just like in the girl boss era, like I think House launched in 2018. That was like in the peak girl boss moment. I think a lot of these brands, especially consumer facing brands, used anything at their disposal to get in front of audiences and communities, including sort of pimping out their founders to the media. Yeah. And it's not, and it still isn't a great look to be like a white male founder.
Mm-hmm.
So if that's who you're working with, I don't think that's going to be like the media play.
Yeah.
But if you have a female founder, like Helena started the company when she had a 3-month-old kid. Like, a young mom who's like starting this company in this trendy space, who's like an amazing marketer. That's a great story.
It's a great story, but to actually what we were talking about yesterday, even about Emily Weiss or Ty Haney getting funding in the first place and securing funding, it's like that's because they had a following. So it's both.
In a way.
It's like it becomes the story, but it has to be the story for their launching point.
Exactly.
For them to have enough clout to even be respected.
It's like this like snake eating itself, right? Where they kind of like feed each other. And in Helena's tweet, some of her tweets, she was talking about like, this isn't easy and it like might look so glamorous to be a founder of a company on, Instagram and on Twitter, but it is really not. And it's not. It's not glamorous at all.
Yeah.
But first off, we're in the wellness world and like there's going to be a higher percentage of female founders in this space or in these adjacent spaces.
Yeah.
And if we know about them because like, we relate to their branding, we think that they're cool. They're made for us by someone who's like us. So we're just a little bit more maybe like, it's like when you say yellow punch buggy and then you see
yellow punch buggies everywhere all of a sudden. I don't know.
But I think even for, like, I know they're also not doing well, Rent the Runway.
Oh, yeah.
For example, like them being one of the first all-female run C-level exec companies to essentially go public. Even that was kind of shocking to hear, where I was like, really?
I know.
Or that I'm pretty sure it's only 2% of VC funding goes towards female founders.
Yep.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just fucking pissed today.
No, I think you're right.
Like, there is no one reason for all of this. It's more complex than I'm making it out to be.
Yeah, no, but I think you're right. Like, it's like when they say, like, we need more women in STEM, and they'll put women through college, right,
Yeah.
to go in STEM programs, but then they don't do anything for job placement.
Right.
It's kind of the same. It's like, okay, we can invest in female founders in their seed round,
Yeah.
but if they actually, when they actually need help,
Yeah.
like, come on, $10 million. Sorry, but that sounds like a lot of money to a lot of us, but that's not a lot of money. That's just not a lot of
Think
money.
about how many other companies would get bailed out by some other VC
Yes.
company who writing that type of check would be nothing.
It's not that much money.
Meanwhile, for fucking Flow Carbon, whatever Adam Newman's third failed company
Yep.
is going to be,
Yep.
gets 400 million. I know it's not that simple, but it's hard to not be a little bit like, the fuck.
It's like you want women in tech, or you want marginalized people in your spaces, right?
Mhm.
So you make space for them, but not really.
Yeah.
Like you quote unquote, like clear space for them, but you don't support them. You don't nurture them. You don't help them grow. You don't make the environment safe and sustainable and healthy for them. Of course, they're not going to have longevity. It's
Right.
like people still don't understand that.
Well, I also will never forget, I think it was on Freakonomics radio. They did a whole episode on the glass cliff. So it's not the glass ceiling. It's basically that women are set up usually just to be running off of a cliff. Because so often in situations where women are brought in a senior leadership position, even if they haven't founded the company, they're brought in to like fix or save something or nurture the company back to health. And I think you even kind of see that in these situations where it's like Tahani is kicked out, another woman is brought in, Tahani comes back. Like, I think criticism of that New York Times article and the perspective on that at the time was there was a lot expected of her, but she wasn't set up to thrive.
No.
She was constantly criticized, and she was a young CEO who didn't know what she was doing. She wasn't pretending to know.
Right.
But she also wasn't helped in the way that would have been helped. Obviously, we don't know. This is all speculation, but
Yeah, it makes you wonder, like, okay, if anyone else had been in this position, what would you have done to like make sure that they stay? And I know we both have like personal stories of working with male founders who should not have been CEOs of their companies, in my experience, who did things that they should that anyone would get fired for immediately.
Yeah.
And like just pass after pass after pass was given to them because who knows why, but that certainly isn't afforded. It doesn't seem like it's afforded to anyone who holds any other identity beyond white male.
No, maybe I'm just having confirmation bias. I don't know.
I also wonder if yes, that's part of it, the female CEO, but like in general, VC and direct to consumer. Like we look at a bunch of brands, we were sharing links back and forth about D2C companies and investors and how just VCs are not investing in them right now. They're not helping them out. So they're going to angel investors or getting smaller checks to sort of like get things going. And Helena in an interview that I read on Bon Appetit was saying, if I had raised money in 2012, I would have raised $100 million because that's just what the environment was like. And sometimes you get unlucky and you have bad timing.
Yeah.
And like, I still believe in the brand and I believe in low alcohol beverages and the no alcohol movement, but we just got unlucky and it sucks. And I think that's a good perspective to take. And I would push and say like, yeah, you got unlucky, but also like people didn't help you. And that contributed to your unluckiness.
And to your point, timing, but also the state of VC.
It's very precarious right now, I would say.
And also designed to be unachievable. Like that's part of the race and exhausting. Especially a lot of these women are also trying to have families. And I think that, of course, plays a part.
Yeah, totally. People definitely like look at you differently.
Oh, yeah.
And ask you questions about like, well, what are you going to, I mean, they've asked me questions. I'm like, I run my own company. I don't have any investors that I need to respond to.
Thankfully.
But I think it's also good for people to
sort of like be snapped out of the haze of like that you need to raise venture capital in order to be successful, and thinking that that's like way to change your life and to like fix everything. Just, it ain't it. I have a friend who's been trying to raise money for like 3 years. And I think about them and I'm like, if you had just done your business,
Kind of like started.
you'd have a business. Yeah.
Somewhere.
Yeah. I think about it a lot.
Yeah.
And I mean, hindsight's 20/20, but I don't know. Don't wait. I would say if you have an idea, that's a good idea.
Get going.
Get going. Yeah. You're going to figure it out. You don't need their dirty money.
Comes with a lot of conditions.
Sure does.
Girl, don't do it. It's not worth it. I'm not gonna do it, girl. I was just thinking about it. I'm not gonna do it. I did it.
We got to talk about the besties. We got to talk about this crazy article I read in T Magazine. Do you know what a book stylist is?
No, as we discussed. This is a shocking occupation.
It's honestly my dream job. Like, as soon as I started reading this article, I was like, I'm jealous of this person, whoever this is. So the article basically is like, all these celebrities are suddenly like walking, and fashion houses are walking around with literature, like walking, being photographed with books, and it's the new status symbol. But hi, are these people really picking these books out for themselves? Let's be honest. They don't even pick their own clothes out.
Who are the people being spotted?
Gigi Hadid, Kendall Jenner, Kaya Gerber, like all of these people. And then, beyond that, there's, what's her name? Emma Roberts has her own like book. It's called Beltrice. It's like a book club. Reese Witherspoon has her book club.
But girls don't read.
Ladies don't know how to read.
How dare they?
So this article's like has the hunch that there's like a book stylist out there, and goes like searching for whomst it might be, who this like mysterious book stylist is. Long story short, there totally is a book stylist. I totally want to be this person. I think it's the coolest job ever.
How do they arrive at the conclusion?
They basically like find this person who they're interviewing, and they're like, "Are you the book stylist?" She's like, I don't know. But she totally is.
Does she call herself something different?
No, she just is like talking about why.
She's like, I'm a book curator.
Yes. But it reminds me of when I was 20, going into the Strand and being like, which books will make me look the smartest straight on the subway? You know what I mean? Like, what do I want to be caught with? And you think about that when you're a young person of like, what books will look really good on my bookshelf that are like impressive to other people? Or do I feel like I have to read because everyone, like Hemingway. I fucking hate Hemingway. And sorry, I've tried so many times, and I don't like him.
I like Bukowski.
Okay.
In that category.
Yeah.
I do like him.
In the category of misogyny?
Yes.
Books that boys love to say that they love.
But I think it's cool if you're into them. Whatever. You can still be pro-women.
Absolutely. You absolutely can. You can be like a discerning reader for sure.
Exactly.
But hopefully at some point in your life, you grow out of trying to be cool and like reading things because you think that they will make you look smart or sound smart, and just reading things because you like them, because they're engaging. You know what I mean?
Is this just like a prop play?
So,
like, this is the publishing house being like, here you go, you get 10,000 for this
Let's be
post.
honest. Book publishers are not thinking that this is chess. Book publishers are doing checkers.
Yeah.
You know?
All right, we have $200 in the budget for
Like, we can give you
influencers.
the hardcover.
yeah. Oh, so sad.
But they're also saying how it's kind of like a status symbol to like get a celebrity like a galley of a new book that's coming out, like the unpublished version, like kind of like in The Devil Wears Prada, where she has to get the girls the unpublished new Harry Potter book, and she ends up getting it for them. Like,
pretty sick.
They're like, Kaya Gerber is getting sent anything that she wants for free, but not very many people can send her the galley of this unpublished book that by Sally Rooney that's yet to be out there. So it is kind of this like interesting status situation.
Yeah.
I think it's fascinating, and honestly I think it's kind of great for everyone, because it's like good for books, good for beautiful celebrities who are looking smarter, and good for everyone else who's like, oh hey, Gigi Hadid is reading Albert Camus, like maybe I'll read The Stranger. Who knows? Skipped it, read the Cliff Notes version in high school, so maybe I'll buy it.
Maybe he's back.
Yeah, but do you really think that like Gigi Hadid is reading Camus?
I mean, girls have been known to read. I don't know anything about
Let me give you
her.
the context. She was carrying around a copy of The Stranger during Milan Fashion Week. I just
She's
feel like,
trying to read
did
it.
she have a lot of downtime during Fashion Week?
Okay, here's the thing. I think celebrities have a lot of downtime to read.
You think?
Yes.
Really?
You're on set. Okay, let's talk about film celebrities.
Oh, yeah, sure.
And I don't know, if you're a creator and you're working contract freelance work, you have a lot of periods where you're not working on something because you're waiting for the next thing.
That's fair.
And so you're like on set all freaking day and
Yeah.
you get tired of talking to people. You're
I
like,
guess.
actually, I just want to be a little nerd.
I didn't
and
think
read a
about
book.
that. Yeah, and like you're getting your makeup done, you're getting your hair done, you're getting your nails done.
That's why I feel like you do see them posting a lot, especially film and TV actors posting a lot about reading.
Huh.
And I always felt jealous. I was like, well, really, you're just doing this so you can read a lot because you have so many hours on set where you just have to wait around and the only thing to do is read. So really, this is a career choice for a reader.
Honestly,
Yeah.
my after book stylist as my dream job, my second dream job would be book reader.
Yeah, there you go. I'd love an actor to just come out and be like, yeah, just do this so I can like read a lot.
But okay, if you had to like select a book for someone that was very cool, like, okay, what book and what celebrity would you love to style if you were the book stylist?
I feel like right now, Zoe Kravitz should be walking around with like some Ursula Le Guin, like Left Hand of Darkness.
Okay, yes.
I'm saying that also because I have not gotten through that book and intend to one day. I have heard such good things and I want to. I feel like I even know what it's about because I know so much about it, but I can't get through it.
Yeah. And like Channing Tatum would be reading something like, I don't know.
I have no idea what would he be reading.
Well, if he's walking around with Zoe, he has to read like some sort of feminist literature.
Maybe he's reading some like Simone de Beauvoir.
Like The Second Sex.
That would be good.
Exactly. Okay, but also question as I take
what
out
are
my,
you reading
as
right
I take
now?
out my iPad.
Yeah.
What if you're an e-reader? You can't show off your books.
You're like, you should see these highlights.
you seriously, you should see the pages. Just how many things I'm reading every day. Okay, I just read 2 really good books. The first one is Tell Me an Ending by Joe Harkin, and it was fantastic. It's sort of like Black Mirror meets Never Let Me Go. Basically, the idea is that you can sort of eternal sunshine of the spotless mind your bad memories. This company like gets created and they can take out specific memories, like traumatic memories.
Love this.
It was really good.
I'm going to add it to
Really
my
good.
list. That is so interesting because I feel like right now we're seeing there's obviously a lot of remakes going on, like nostalgia because millennials are in power at media companies and they're like, how about Scream 4, but call it Scream.
Right. I love that movie.
Yeah, it was great. So there's a lot of that going on, but then there's a lot of stuff about memory and erasure. Hashtag severance.
And trauma. Like this book is a lot about like trauma and how traumatic memories are actually like really important. And the trauma exists even if you don't have the memory.
Right. It
I don't
lives
want
in
to tell
your
you
body.
more. I don't want to tell you more, but that's like a
The
huge...
body keeps the score.
Exactly. It's all coming together. Everything is wellness. So anyways, book stylist.
I like this.
I want to be a book stylist.
Is that what you would style? What book would you style?
Actually, I think this would be a great book for someone whomst do I think would be a cool person to read this book? I feel like Keira Knightley. I don't know why.
Whoa,
maybe because she was like in Never
throwback.
Let Me
What's she
Go,
doing?
and maybe that's like I'm like connecting she did the film version of that movie, I think.
Yeah.
But like I feel like she's just like an interesting person.
Yeah.
Her or like Zoe Saldana, who's kind of sci-fi-y.
Oh, I love
You know? Yeah, kind of random picks.
I like that. Also, though, to this point, Book Talk has basically reignited Barnes and Noble's industry.
I love it.
Their whole business has changed because of TikTok.
I hope Borders comes back.
Borders?
Yeah, Borders Books and Music. Did you ever?
I don't know.
Oh, maybe it's an
We
American
didn't
thing.
have it up in the north.
North.
Yeah, didn't have that one.
In January of 2021 for Book Talk, there were 1,400 searches. And today there's 25,000 searches
Oh, damn.
for Book Talk. That's crazy, crazy growth.
Also, we love to support not Amazon when possible.
True. And people often like to remind me that some authors can only sell their books on Amazon because they can self-publish. And
That
like
is cool.
sometimes it's the
not as
place.
bad. All right. Well, I think everyone is thriving in this situation, hopefully.
Yeah. It seems like good for everyone. Good for the world. Good for you.
Good for you? Good for who?
Good for you.
So you sent me
Something really upsetting this
a
weekend.
DM.
I didn't want to text you on the weekend, but I was like, I have to.
You were like, underwire bras are back.
They're back, baby. This was a headline I did not want to see.
Who said this?
Sexy Unique scam.
Don't spread the news.
Well, I saw it on Women's Wear Daily and I was mad.
and this just made me think, is all fashion a scam, first and foremost? Second, underwire bras coming back. Underwire? Really?
Ouch.
After, honestly, 3 years of not wearing bras? Not having to wear bras if we don't want to?
Burn the bras. I thought we burned the
I
bras
thought
in
we
the
did that
pandemic.
forever ago. So I found this on Women's Wear Daily. And apparently, bras and underwear bra sales are up 17% since 2019,
Yikes.
which is a lot.
I wonder why.
Well,
What did they say?
here's what the quote. We had next level growth, and now we're sort of settling down to appeal to a more realistic demand cycle because people are returning back to work, to school, to social activities.
They're wearing bras.
They're wearing
in
bras.
public.
They're like, okay, I guess. Honestly, though, why aren't nipples socially acceptable? Side tangent. I'm seeing this girl on TikTok. I'm not seeing her. She's keeps coming up on my feed.
It's so crazy.
I'm
I
dating
see
this
her.
girl.
I don't know how it works, but she keeps coming up.
Yeah. She keeps coming up in my feed, and she's looking for a wife pleaser tank, is what she calls it, that she can wear braless, that's opaque,
But holds her big boobs.
that holds her boobs and doesn't
It's
show
me.
her nipples. It's actually Wallace. And she says to live out her lesbian dreams or something like that, because she only wants to, that's what she wants to wear.
Did she find one?
She hasn't found a single one. She has tried on
Me too.
so many shirts that
Me
are,
too.
she's
Doesn't
like,
make
this is
sense.
not opaque, you guys. You guys don't understand what the meaning of opaque is. It means not see-through. Anyway, so I was just thinking, like, just let the nips out, dude. Who cares?
Yeah, I mean, I think maybe it seems like nips out are more acceptable when you're breastfeeding and pregnant.
I don't mean like actually out of your shirt.
No, I know. But people will wear like the things I sent to you, like the
The nipple shield?
Yeah, the nipple shield, which actually heals your nipples
Mhm.
because it just like keeps the breast milk on your nipple, which heals it. And they're shaped like hard nipples.
Do they poke out?
Well, you wear it like under your shirt, but it just looks like hard nipples.
Yeah, but breastfeeding bras, I already have some. They're very padded.
Yeah.
They're
That's
very
true.
covered because you like leak and shit.
No, but that's the point, is that's not supposed to help heal. What's supposed to help heal is just having, like
Raw dogging it with
the
cover.
metal. Yeah. And so I think you also hit a point where like, I don't give a fuck. My
Well, yeah,
nipples
if your
hurt.
nippers are if your nippers
If they hurt.
if they're gonna like fall off, then yeah, you're whatever. You're gonna do anything.
Free the nipple. I mean, people have been saying on Instagram forever, free the nipple.
It's true. And now you can show your
Only
nipple.
on Instagram.
You can show your nipple on Instagram if you're a woman. You can if you're a man, you always can. But if you're a woman, I think if you're breastfeeding, you can show your nipple.
That's it.
That's it.
Only if you're a handmaiden.
Exactly. Exactly.
Only if you're a vehicle.
Anyway, people are on your team. Really, they do not want to free the nipple. They want some coverage, but they want things that are prettier and have a little bit more structure and shaping to go out and reemerge into social events. Says this person in the Women's Wear Daily.
Like I said to you before, I stand the uniboob look. If you just want to wear a sports bra and you feel comfortable, amen.
Honestly, same.
Yeah.
Like I love being like high and tight.
High and tight, one package.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah, it's the performance of a breast, really.
One breast.
Yeah.
Or it could be three.
Who knows? It's a mystery.
Yeah.
Stop looking.
But also look, because we want to free the nipple.
It's confusing. But we've been like in Skims Land and Parade and like the non-underwire, just like triangle bra for a really long time, I feel
Yeah.
like. Like I'm personally not an underwire person.
I can't think of the last time.
I have 2 bras from Cup that have underwire and I really don't like wearing them.
No, it's probably one of the more uncomfortable pieces of
Yes.
clothing, period.
Well, maybe you want something that's more supportive. That's like often when I reach for something with underwire or not like just a whatever bra,
Yeah.
right? But Cup, which is blowing up and is the style that people are looking for right now, is
So
this like
expensive.
unpadded. It's so expensive, but it's also not that supportive. I don't think. Like there's no structure really to it.
Right.
Boobs just kind of like hanging there.
Because it has the underwire, but then the mesh.
Yeah.
Defeats the purpose.
Yeah.
It's just like higher and long.
And
pointy.
painful.
Yeah.
And I guess brands like Savage by Fenty have seen really big growth. Obviously, Skims and Lizzo's Yitty are growing. But trend forecasters are saying that just the trends in general are really influenced by 80s, Barbiecore, brights, strong shoulders, maximalism, and more rigid structures across, like, sort of across the board when it comes to our dressing. plus more sexy looks, sheer fabrics, and the quote unquote naked dressing trend.
It's all a pendulum.
I was going to say, it all made me think of like, first off, the naked dress in Sex and the City. And also, do you remember Carrie Bradshaw would always wear like colored bras underneath and her bra would like show?
Yes.
Like, and how that the chokehold that had on us in college and Victoria's Secret. I feel like that's all coming back.
Yeah.
And it's so interesting to see this like vacuum that was created as Victoria's Secret is like no longer and how many brands are sort of rushing in. That's why Parade is valued at like $100 million or something.
And the margins on underwear could not be better. Could not be better. A little tiny piece of fabric.
It's a racket.
$30.
That's the scam.
100%. Of course. Because do you know how much male boxers are?
Yeah, they're like $6 for 18.
Oh my God.
That's ridiculous. Yeah, and apparently luxury lingerie, anything between 120 and 150 bucks, a bra, it's going strong.
Going strong.
People are like, yeah, I'll drop that.
Give it to me.
It's fine. How often do you buy bras? Sports bras.
Often. Not that much. For the most part, I just want to be comfy. I guess I've also never really gotten into lingerie, even with partners. People are like, yeah, it's cute, but like, I just want to take it off. So whatever.
Yeah, I have a bunch of lingerie that I just never wear because it's like, it's not like underclothes lingerie.
Right. Because I think I want something to look cute, but I want it to be mostly comfortable. That's the first and foremost. So
I had a New Year's resolution one year that was to always wear matching bra and underwear.
Whoa. Crazy.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
But I did feel good when I would have my like matching little set on.
That's how I feel about matching pajamas right now.
Yeah.
But, you know, to your point, we are heading into a post, what did we call it? Panjammy?
Yeah, panjammy. Post-panjammy world.
No more athleisure.
No more soft pants.
The fall predictions are
structure,
punk, maxi dresses,
zippers.
Yeah, true.
Actually, I have the trends here: sexier styles, women reclaiming their bodies, mini skirts, mini dresses. Mini skirts and mini dresses have sold out at 140% increase since the start of the year.
Show off those legs.
With a spike in June following the U.S. Supreme Court decision rescinding abortion rights. Interesting.
And lots of leather.
I'm glad that pleather or leather is going nowhere because I have 2 pairs of pleather pants that I really like.
Kind of forever, that pleather.
Well, it will stay on the planet forever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sequins, right?
And dopamine dressing. That was the trend of 2022. And I think this is kind of like that, right? Like we really saw it with makeup. And I think maybe the lingerie, making it more fun, is kind of an extension of it.
So what is out? Athleisure?
Beige?
No. If you ask Skims, they market everything on beige.
Have you seen Skims lately, though? They have neons.
Right. They have neons. They also have those metallic bathing suits, which
It's
are
giving American Apparel.
sick. Who isn't giving American Apparel all the time because everyone wants it to come back?
I know. What would be the one thing you'd bring back from you can only bring one thing back from the American Apparel glory days.
That doesn't exist at Los Angeles Apparel.
I haven't bought anything from Los Angeles Apparel.
I'm trying to think of what they don't have because I do look at their website.
Really?
Yeah. It's
Do they have
funny.
the tube stock still?
I don't know. I don't think so. No.
Those are cute.
Those are cute. I don't think they brought back the disco pants.
A huge mistake.
I've been waiting for those to like really come back.
I really think they're going to come back.
They better.
Yeah.
I mean, disco is arguably back.
Yeah, it really is. I think I would bring back, do you remember those circle skirts?
Oh, cute.
They were so cute.
Hey, that would work for the mini skirt situation.
Totally. Just nothing bodycon. You know what I hate that's back? Those bodycon bandage dresses.
Are they really back?
They're really back. That's just couldn't be me.
No.
No.
I never wore one of those. You just like, you're going to be strapped in. I like to be strapped in sometimes.
I do like to be strapped in, but
not that way.
I'm too short, I think, to wear one of those. You got to have some legs.
Yes, that is a leggy dress.
Yeah, I'd rather go out in pants.
Also, you can't dance easily in those.
You can do some small micro movements like Tracy Anderson.
Yeah. Basically, you could do a variety of little arm movements.
Yeah, you could do like a little snappy cha-cha thing.
Damn. If only I had long legs. Okay, so
do you think underwire bras coming back is a sexy, unique scam? Or do you stand? Are you happy that underwear and lingerie is back in vogue? Or is it reductive and just, like it does the opposite of feminism?
I don't care what bra anyone wears.
Live your life.
I just don't want to be forced to wear
A bra.
a bra. Well, that was fun. Hopefully you had fun and enjoyed that as much as we did making all of those episodes. And thank you so much for supporting us this year and for listening and for having fun with us. We hope to bring you even better, funnier episodes in the new year. So this week, we're going to give away some Chunks hair clips. Chunks is a female-founded company started in 2019 by Tiffany, who had gone to Parsons School of Design and had been designing accessories for the past decade, but couldn't find any cute hair clips that they were looking for. So she started a one-woman operation out of her basement that has now grown into an incredible global brand, but is still based out of Seattle. I love the Chunks hair clips. They're so fun. They're so playful. And truly, there's nothing else like them on the market that I've seen. And Chunks also, as a brand, makes incredible content. They recently made a really great post talking about the stereotype of made in China being associated with something being made cheaply. And we actually had a listener write into us about this the other day, kind of calling us into the fact that we had flippantly mentioned something being cheap, made in China, when we were talking about AliExpress. And I just want to thank the listener for writing in about this and bringing it to our attention, because this is a really important, nuanced take that we should all be thinking about more often. And it's absolutely true that not everything made in China is made cheaply. So thank you to the listener for calling us in on that, because it's absolutely correct. But another thing that I really love about Chunks, although this is not an ad for Chunks, but is that they're climate neutral certified. And that's really cool that that's something that they've made a priority in their production process. So if you write a review over the next week for the Good For You pod on Apple Podcasts and give us 5 stars, we hope, you will be entered automatically to win some of these really awesome Chunks hair clips. So please submit. These are a great accessory to spice up your wardrobe. Do something different, try a different hairstyle. That's another thing I love about them, is I've been inspired by so many different hairstyles as a result of looking into their clips and how to use them. So all you have to do is submit on Apple Podcasts, and we will announce the winner on next week's pod. Thanks again for listening. Don't change, or do. Have a great summer, and we'll see you next week.